Hey class, Dr. Doug Brown. Welcome to Strategic Planning. I'm excited to have an opportunity to work with each one of you this term. Many of you have already jumped into the class. It's your first day, but I see posts, I see discussions, and I see introductions. If you've not had an opportunity to really take a look at the syllabus, I'd encourage you to do that. Look at the announcements that I've shared, although numerous. Each announcement is very important. I'll try to give extra tips to help you with your writing, with your planning, as well as the main points of the assignment. Now, also, if you don't mind, pay close attention to that syllabus. It's very important. Look at our dates. The discussions are due, of course, midweek. Wednesday is really the goal. Have your initial post in by Wednesday night, if you don't mind, and then your replies and your papers are due, I should say, on Sunday. So make sure you have those in if you don't mind. So look at all those things that are posted. I do share a lot of information, and I don't mean to overwhelm you, but I want to make sure you do have all the tools necessary and needed and certainly available to help you with the class. As you'll notice from my information, I expect you to give you those tools and help you. Pay close attention, look at those layouts, and in the roles that you're in or will be in. Eventually, it's important that you learn some of the steps as far as writing and then all the main points of strategic planning. So those are the reasons I give them to you. So what are we doing first? So once we get all that out of the way, in our discussion this week, we're really taking a hard look at the responsibility of governments. What's the responsibility of governments? Obviously, that depends upon the way the government is structured. We're looking more now at the local level in this particular case, although we could expand that out to state and federal, but in this case, we really are looking at a local government. What is the role of government? One could speak of the role of the federal government to save the state government and then local government, township, borough, county, or parish if you're in Louisiana, etc. But we really have to look at the priorities and ultimately ensure that those priorities and our responsibilities are delivered to the public. And so that's anything from fire and emergency services to law enforcement to ensuring that the roadways, the streets are protected, sewers, water, etc., all those different responsibilities. And in some cases, that's the school district, certainly in Massachusetts. Some of that's school districts here. All the school districts are independent of the city or county government, so we don't have that here. But in Massachusetts, a lot of those school districts certainly are dependent upon the local government's budget and often take up a lot of the local government budget that's spent on the school districts, not on roads or fire service, etc. So anyway, those are things that I am interested in learning about. Your ideas on that after you read the assignments. Make sure that you look over the objectives for this week, of course. Make sure you're familiar with the objectives. Make sure that you look over our text, which is not very big, I might add. I intended on showing you that here somewhere. It's not very large once you print it out, but nevertheless, make sure you print that out. And then look over the weekly content and resources. If you don't mind, those things are important. Read chapters 1 and 2 in our material there, strategic planning, and then make sure you look over the requirements for an APA paper. I'm a bit of a stickler on APA papers. I believe that it's important for us to be able to write well. I'm not looking for perfection, but I do think it's important for us to be able to write well. We should be able to present. Those are things that are going to be required in the future if they're not now. So it's important that you work on that. And I don't want you to, I don't expect you to come into the class day one knowing everything with writing and APA. I'm going to help you with that. Obviously, we'll focus on the material first, but we'll also help you with the APA and writing